How are you all doing this fine Saturday lockdown evening? The weather certainly doesn't help it, though. It's so nice, and we're all just dying to get out. I went down to B&Q today, this morning actually, to get some paraffin. I'm on my last tank of paraffin in the tilly, and funnily enough, excuse me, I don't want to get myself sorted out. Down last weekend, it's the B&Q down in Sprucefield, and I got there and it was open for collection only, so it was a click and collect. You had to order your stuff online, go down and collect it. But then during the week it opened up again, so I decided I'd go down. Went down this morning relatively early. Well, I suppose for Saturday I was down before, it was about 11 o'clock-ish. I went down anyway, and I could see these queues and queues of people tracked from the entrance right around the car park almost twice. So I parked up and I watched just to see how fast the queue was moving. And I think after about 20 minutes there had been 5 people in, and I counted at least 75 in the queue, so I would have been there for 2 hours. No mission. So pack that in, come back to the house. I'm good at this, aren't I? Come back to the house. I said, right, I'll go and sit in the garden, enjoy the sunshine. And as I sat down, I was met with this tumultuous cheeping and chirping and excitement of swallows. The swallows arrived back. I know some of you have had your swallows back the past couple of weeks. Mine came back today to a fanfare of aerobatics and aerial antics. It was good to see, almost as if to say, hello, how were you? We missed you. There was about 6 or so whizzing round, flying in out of the trees and around the chimney pots. It's great to see that. I don't know about you, I know it's not astronomical summer, but for me it's summer. Once the swallows return home, it's summer for me. So they'll be busy the next few days, in and out, in and out. Last year we had 3 broods in the summer, 3 separate broodings, which was good. One didn't make it, unfortunately, because I don't know quite what happened, but whether or not Fatty Bum Bum got the hold of it when it was trying to fly, but it lost its flight feather at the back and had a little bit of chewing on the side of it there, so it looked like a cat attack. So unfortunately that one didn't make it, but that's life, I suppose. That's life. Beautiful, beautiful evening tonight. Say we're on the wrong side of midnight tonight, actually. It's way past bewitching hour. Stars are out. A little crescent moon had just set in the west earlier. Not a breath of wind, absolutely beautiful. You could hear a mouse fart from a mile away. Don't know if the speaker picked that up, or the microphone picked that up. There was some sort of squeak. Maybe it was the mouse farting a mile away. So anyway, how yous all doing? Cheers. That's right, we're on a Wolfblass Cabernet Sauvignon red. Very tasty indeed. It would have complimented or did compliment my exciting pork chop earlier with salad. Ben, I was talking to Ben earlier, he had glazed, sticky ribs. Absolutely delicious looking. He sent me, of course, he had the cheek to send me a video of them, but they looked absolutely delicious. It's one thing I'm looking forward to when lockdown is eased or lifted, probably eased more than anything, is Ben's cooking again. But he is the master at camp, and he's been using this time rather wisely, been sourcing new recipes and techniques for our next outings. Fingers crossed, God bless. Fingers crossed. There's an old fingers crossed. Do you know where that came from? Neither do I. So there was a bit of a commotion here earlier on in the day. There's after the swallows had arrived, it was quite an eventful morning actually. Driving down to B&Q, finding out that you're going to have to wait at least 2 hours to get a gallon of paraffin. Come back to the fanfare of the swallows arriving home from South Africa, and then shortly after that, police sirens, and you can hear them coming from a good couple of miles away. And our road at the front's like it's just a country lane, and they were whizzing along it, blue lights flashing, all the rest of it, and police helicopter up, and about 3/4 of a mile on down the road, the helicopter was up a couple of 100 feet, hovering in the one spot. Terrible incident. Terrible incident. They caught the person, so they did. He was he was arrested for taking a second walk. So they're taking it quite serious now. It's a bit of a mismatch of what the police are doing, what the police aren't doing in different areas, different jurisdictions. In the south, I know they had to have their COVID-19 stops all around the place, and up here you get stopped and asked, "Is your journey necessary?" I suppose these measures are for our own good, really. The expected peak the worst case scenario that we were expecting hasn't arrived, and we seem to be flattening it a little bit, and that's due in no small part to everybody sticking to the lockdown and the social distancing and whatnot, so hopefully we might get a bit of summer left where the restrictions are eased a bit and we might be able to get out on a good camp. Fingers crossed, hey? Fingers crossed. I have a few shout outs that I'll do later. Excuse me. New subscribers to the channel and all that. Just greatly appreciate it. If you haven't got one of these, or if you're thinking about getting one of these stoves, wood burning stoves, my advice is get one. If it never sees the inside of a tent, it's excellent. My leg here is actually too hot, and I'm a good couple of feet away from it. The heat they give out is unreal. This particular one, it's called the Outbacker Original Stove, and it's basically a Frontier stove rebranded. It's really good. There's rails on the side of it where you can hang wet gear if you're in the tent. I wouldn't recommend nylon socks, they just melt, but your normal woolly socks or whatever, wet boots can go underneath it. There's lovely, at the seat of it there's lovely lovely heat to dry your boots off. It does get quite hot, so it does. Ah, fuck. It does get very warm, so you need to be careful too. Right, the shout outs. There's been a few new subscribers, which is greatly appreciated. I'll just have a quick shout out. If I can get a signal out here in the sticks, because I'm too far from the Wi-Fi. Shout out to a recent subscriber there, Cruising the Waterways. Thank you. Shout out to you, bye. Is much appreciated. Dave Outdoors. Cheers, bye. Very good channel, Dave Outdoors. If you've got the time, have a wee quick look at it. Bob the Juggler. Cheers, Bob. And PJ Floyd. Cheers, PJ. PJ Floyd, he runs, or he started or created Ulster Bushcraft, or Bushcraft Ulster, which I've recently subscribed to. Seemed like a half decent bunch. Thailand Outdoors, thank you. Shout out to you, bye. Nitram 1309, shout out to you, mate. Simon Barber, shout out to you, my man. Gary Gwyther, forgive me if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Another subscriber, thank you, Gary. I think that's us up to date. Dream Nation, oh, not to forget Jerry McVeigh. Any of you know Jerry, he has quite an excellent channel. So thanks for that, Jerry. Cheers, bye bye. Dream Nation TV, thank you, my girl. Petrus Albus, shout out to you. That's us up to date now with the recent subscribers. There have been other subscribers, but I don't know who they are because their subscriptions are private. Same as mine are private as well. So if somebody subscribes and they have their settings as private, you won't know if they've subscribed until they comment and tell you they have. Or they could just be a lurker. A lot of people who just watch channels, don't want to comment or interact, which is fine. Senko Cave Hill Rock, I haven't heard you on for the past few days, but I hope you're okay. Enjoying the lockdown. Crazy Bear Kaiser again, yeah. Cheers, bye. That's us. Monty Outdoors, thank you. So that's us up to date now. Yeah, so thank you, much appreciated. As I say, it's just a fledgling channel. It's growing. If you're not already a subscriber and you like this sort of, well, this sort of thing, people talking shite in their back garden, and hit the like button and subscribe. Hey. But yeah, hopefully the content will improve somewhat when we get out of our quarantine and head to the hills again. Ah, beautiful, beautiful, beautiful evening. Time is it? The Milky Way will have just risen behind, just here it will have risen. Core will be 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Up there above that tree, so when I wrap this one up, I'll stick a GoPro up and see if we can get a trace of it. It's not great because the end of our lane there's a street light, one of those old orangey type ones, you know, and it gives off an awful glow of that sodium gas, and it just seeps into the GoPro footage. You know, it's great, and you have to fiddle about and fanny about, but if we weren't on lockdown, we'd be down at a reasonably good dark sky spot, Caliph Point in Downpatrick, just outside of 3 miles west of 3 miles east of Downpatrick, or sorry, Strangford. Ben and I were down there last year, start of the Milky Way season, and we got really good results. But it's all to do with the skies and the light pollution. You know, the further you are away from the city lights and whatnot, you know, the better you have. Some of these places over. I was in Australia a couple of years ago, and oh my word, I decided to hire a jeep and head into the outback, which I did do, and I headed north into the Northern Territories, and this is one of the bios with a fold-up roof tent, the ladder up to it, and oh my goodness, crystal clear night. Just look up and you feel as if you could almost just touch the stars. It was amazing. You didn't have to. You could actually see the Milky Way rising. You know, that's how clear it was. You could actually make out the core. Incredible, incredible, incredible place. Everybody should experience complete wilderness at least once in their lives. Excuse me. That was absolutely just amazing. So it was incredible. Hundreds of miles from civilization. Complete me on my Jack Jones. Dancing about naked. As you do. Yeah. So hello to all the lurkers in the background. I know who you are. I can see you. But it's a bit of a quick one tonight because I was up at the Scrake of Dawn this morning. A few bits and pieces to do with the sheep and whatnot, so I'm actually a bit bushed. So I'll wrap this up and I'll basically I'll finish this bottle off here and have a couple of wee JDs, and I shall retire for the evening. Absolutely beautiful. I was going to say, can you hear that? Hear the gentle hypnotic melodic. Does that make sense even? The hypnotic sound of the tilly lamp. Nice gentle hiss. A lovely golden glow. So yeah. Amazing. Yeah. Dear. So thanks again for watching. Um, look after yourselves, look after each other. Stay safe, stay home, wash the hands, and I'll see us all in the next one. God bless. Thank you.